Volcanic gold mines, gold development and exploration from Guinea in Africa. Jeremy, let's talk about gold exploration in Guinea. You are working in Guinea. What's the company doing there? What is your project there?
Volcanic Gold Mines recently acquired a very interesting gold project in Guinea. It's got a base resource of 420,000 ounces at 2.3 grams. It's situated in the northeast of the country in a very prospective area, just south of AngloGold Ashanti's Siguri mine in exactly the same belt of rocks.
You said Guinea is a golden opportunity. Why is Guinea a golden opportunity? I mean, it's Africa. It's maybe not that easy like Australia or Canada, but can you give us a short idea about Guinea?
Absolutely, Jochen. Essentially, the northeastern portion of Guinea is geologically very similar indeed to neighbouring Mali, also the Ivory Coast and Ghana, for the reason that the same belt of rocks that gives host to these large gold deposits found in those countries passes through the northeastern corner of Guinea. Now, for a variety of reasons, they've never been systematically explored, and this to us represents a significant opportunity.
Yeah, that's a real opportunity, I would say.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So let's dive into the project a little bit deeper. You said you have already a resource, about 400,000 or 500,000 ounces. Can you elaborate a bit more directly?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the 425,000 ounces is really something that we view as a foundation. It's what led us to acquire the property. This resource is, we believe, to be open in all directions. It forms part of a greater trend. Only approximately 1 kilometre of this trend has been tested. Approximately 15 kilometres more remain to be tested by drilling.
Okay, how large is the area you own?
We've through a variety of structures. We currently hold approximately 1,000 square kilometres.
Well, that's a lot, I would say. That's a nice piece of land.
Yes,
is the government involved in some cases here?
The government has a 25% shareholding in our two main permits.
So you have no stress. We have very good relationships.
No, we enjoy a very good relationship with the government. They help us with permitting.
So what is going up now? I mean, you have drilled already, of course, yeah. But we see this here on this beautiful, nice colored photograph. Also, at Jagdbelen, you want to expand the resource potential. What are you doing now?
What we've recently completed since acquiring the property, which was only in January, we've completed 18,000 metres of drilling. Now, much of that drilling, about 14 or 15,000 metres of it, is what's called air core drilling. Air core drilling is a reconnaissance technique. It's very cheap, it's very rapid, and what we've used it to do is to define the projections of the resource. So what that has allowed us to do is to define a much bigger target that we'll then be able to go and drill using more conventional RC and diamond drilling with a view to growing the resource.
You said so far you have like 1 kilometer strike length. What could you imagine? Is it like, we talk about like maybe 5 or 10 or 15 kilometers?
Well, in terms of the near-term potential at the resource, the resource, if projected to the surface, has a surface expression of approximately 1 kilometre by 200 metres. The work that we've done in the last few months has allowed us to grow this target to approximately 3 kilometres by up to 500 metres in width. Now, this is a target. It's a near-term target, and we're very excited to be going back in, and we will be doing so shortly after the rainy season has ended, and we'll be in there drilling, diamond drilling. RC and diamond drilling. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So the next steps are, as we see here also, you have some artisanal workers. Maybe you should address this shortly. What is artisanal working, and why is it, let's say, for you of a big advantage?
A very interesting point, Jochen. Artisanal working is found all over this property, but it occurs in a very specific manner. The artisanal workings are seen to follow a very clear north-south lineation. Now, the reason that this is attractive to us is that north-south lineation is exactly the same manner, exactly the same orientation, rather, at which gold occurs at the Siguri mine.
Okay.
So what we actually believe is that these artisanal workings are simply the surface manifestation of an in situ gold deposit in the rocks beneath. So therefore, these artisanal workings actually allow us to recognise a target.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what the previous owner of the property did. They drilled beneath about 1 kilometre of these workings, and that led them to define this resource.
Oh, okay.
So we've still got many more kilometers to drill.
Yeah, and probably if you, let's say, for future production, you could use those people perfectly for the production, right? Because they know exactly how to dig gold.
Absolutely, and above all, they're local.
Exactly.
You know, if you want a good relationship with your local community, then obviously you make the best effort to hire the local people.
Absolutely, yeah, that's great. Let's come, let's say, to the near future. On the one hand, we spoke already a little bit about you need to raise also maybe $5 to $10 million for the next workings. But maybe can you elaborate a little bit in the fall? 20,000 meters diamond drill program you want to do, and when do we see like a 43-101 resource estimation then?
Well, the program's as follows, Jochen. We anticipate starting drilling within the next 1 to 2 months once the rains have subsided. That drilling program will be twofold. We'll be using RC and diamond drilling within the footprint of these air core anomalies that have been defined that you showed on a slide earlier, with a view to immediate term expansion of the resource. This should allow us to define in the order of 1.5 to 2 million ounces
substantially
by the same time the following year.
Great.
In addition to this, we'll be pursuing additional air core drilling over other prominent areas of artisanal working at the property. For example, there's a trend that's 6 kilometres long. And we're going to go in and we're going to drill that. We have the anticipation that this will lead to the definition of further resource targets for drill exploration the following season.
Well, Jeremy, then thank you very much for the interview. All the best for you, and we look forward to update then.
Thank you very much, Jochen. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today on Commodity TV, and we look forward to being in touch.
Thank you very much, Jeremy. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jeremy Crozier, the CEO of Volcanic Gold Mines. Yeah, you heard it, a great company. They restart the drilling now again, and they want to bring up the resource from 500,000 ounces up to approximately 1.5 to 2 million ounces. It's a great gold exploration in Guinea, and we will keep you posted about that, of course. And the company has enough money in the bank so far. They need to raise a little bit more, 5 to 10 million, to fulfill all the promises they have done here so far. And we keep you updated. Thank you very much for watching us. I'm your host, Jochen Steiger from Commodity TV in partnership with Dukascopy TV. Bye-bye from Geneva.